Hello friends, already in the last lecture we have completed question number 1, which is nothing but one question, 4 objective type of a part. Now we are moving to question number 2 of circle and a part is. Now they have given some theory and description, and step by step I am going to write the question and going to complete the part of answer. Now question number 2 is part. Line L touches a circle. Line L touches a circle with center O at point P. If radius is 9 centimeter, then first question, what is the distance OP and why? Means we have to give the reason. Let us try to understand the question over here. O is a center of a circle because they have provided a diagram. O is a center of a circle having a radius 9 centimeter, means circle having a radius 9 centimeter. Line L is tangent to the circle at point P. Then their first question, what is the distance OP and why? So first of all, I am going to join OP, and definitely it is a 9 centimeter because it is nothing but the radius of circle. So I am going to write the answer over here. Therefore, distance OP is equal to 9 centimeter. Reason, radius of circle. And in this way, we can complete the first question. Now, moving to the second question, and the part is, now their next question is, if distance OQ is equal to 8 centimeter, distance OQ is equal to 8 centimeter, where does the point Q lie? Now one by one try to understand again same part over here. We know that radius of a circle OP, that is a 9, and they have given distance OQ as 8. Let us say I am going to take any point somewhere over here, and I am going to indicate the part with 8 centimeter. Let us say this is the position of Q, and O to Q this distance is 8 centimeter. If I am going to draw the point Q, over here, here or anywhere over here, it is automatically inside the circle. Why? Because radius OP is a 9 centimeter and distance OQ is 8 centimeter, means lesser. Naturally point Q must be lie inside the circle. Giving the explanation over here, and a part is, as distance OQ is equal to 8 centimeter, and we know that here 8 centimeter is less than 9 centimeter, or you can say 8 centimeter is less than radius of circle. Therefore, point Q must lie inside the circle. And in this way, we can complete the second question over here. Now moving to the third question, and a part is, third question, if distance OR, there is a printing mistake in a textbook, for few students please pay attention. If distance OR, this is OR, the distance OR is 15 centimeter, how many location of point R lie on the line L? At what distance will each of them from the point P? So the part is, let us say point P is over here, and we have given that distance OR is 15, means OR is on line L and at a distance 15. This distance 15 may be somewhere over here, or this distance 15 may be somewhere over here. If I am going to consider this point as R, then I have to consider this point as a R dash, because this is also 15, this is also 15. So they have given this OP as a 9 over here, and now OR, that is 15 over here. Now one by one part is, if you want to find the distance PR or PR dash, then definitely we know one part, angle between radius and tangent is 90 degree. So angle between radius and tangent is a 90 degree, and a part is, in triangle OPR by Pythagoras theorem, OP square plus RP square or PR square is equal to OR square. Naturally, OP square means 9 square. PR square that we are supposed to find is equal to OR square means 15 square. And after we completing the Pythagoras theorem and simplification, we will get the distance PR. And we have to make simplification for that part. So please pay attention over there. Therefore, in triangle OPR, first angle OPR is equal to 90 degree, reason by radius tangent property. Therefore, by Pythagoras theorem, and a part is here OP square plus PR square, OP square plus PR square is equal to OR square. Now evaluation is OP square means 9 square plus PR square is equal to OR square means 15 square. Simplification, 9 square is 81 plus PR square is equal to 15 square means 225. Now keeping PR square or shifting 81 to that side, so PR square is equal to 225 minus 81, and this simplification is 5 minus 1 means 4, 2 minus 8 means 12 minus 8 that is 4, and carry 1 means 2 minus 1 is 1, means our value of PR square is 144. If PR square is 144, taking root from both sides, taking roots from both sides, and the part is PR square is 144 means PR is equal to 12, because 12 square is 144, and as they have used the unit centimeter, so I am going to indicate centimeter, and this is your answer. And in this way we can complete the part. And remember, position of R is towards two sides, one towards left hand side and towards right hand side. These are the two positions of point R, or you can say one is R, second is R dash. And in this way we can complete the numerical. Now from second question we are moving to the third question, and the part is M is the center of a circle. M is the center of a circle. Segment KL is tangent segment. Segment KL is a tangent segment. If MK is equal to 12, MK is equal to 12 and KL is 6 root 3, then find the radius of a circle, and second question, measure of angle K and angle M. Now this is the question over here. Let us try to understand the same question from diagram point of view. So the part is, they have given MK is 12, means in a diagram M to K, this distance is given as a 12. They have not given any units, so we are writing 12. KL is 6 root 3. K to L, this distance is 6 root 3. Then find the radius of circle. So first of all we have to find the radius of a circle. We are supposed to find the radius of a circle, and then find the value of angle K and angle M. First our target is to find radius, means this ML. Now we have advantage over that. If ML is a radius and KL is a tangent, then this angle is 90 degree. And if triangle MLK is right angle triangle, then we can simply use Pythagoras theorem. Means ML square plus LK square is equal to MK square. Means ML square plus 6 root 3 bracket square is equal to 12 square. And after simplification we will get ML in the form of square, and then we can calculate ML, and definitely we are taking the process in terms of Pythagoras theorem. So writing that part over here one by one. So first part of answer. In triangle MLK, First, angle MLK is equal to 90 degree. Reason, radius tangent property. Therefore, we can write ML square plus LK square. ML square plus LK square is equal to MK square, and reason by Pythagoras theorem. Now, ML square plus LK square is equal to MK square. Therefore, ML square that we have to calculate, ML square, that is nothing but the radius of circle, plus LK means 6 root 3 square is equal to MK square means 12 square. Now, making simplification of that part, and the part is, here ML square is as usual plus 6 root 3 square. Now here 6 square is 36 and root 3 square is simple 3 is equal to 12 square is 144. Next, second part over here, and the part is ML square plus 3 into 6 18, carry 1, 3 into 3 9 plus 1 10 means 108 is equal to 144. Now ML square. Therefore, ML square is equal to 144, shifting 108 to that side, minus 108, and subtraction is 4 minus 8 or 14 minus 8 means 6, carry 1, 4 minus 1 means 3, again carry, and 1 minus 1 is 0. So, the part is ML square is equal to 36. ML square is equal to 36. Therefore, radius ML, taking root of this, root of 36 is nothing but 6, and this is our first answer over here. I am going to say answer or answer number 1 over here. So we are able to get ML as 6 unit over there. There doesn't have any units, so I am writing it as units over here. Now as ML is equal to 6 unit, I am going to put that value in terms of a diagram. So now ML, this value after calculation becomes 6. Now as we are able to get the value as 6 over here, one angle is a 90, we have already declared. Now remember second part. Here half of 12 is 6 because our target is to find the value of K and M. Our target is to first find the value of K and then value of M. So one by one, opposite to angle K side is 6, which is exactly half of 12, means side opposite to 90 degree. Naturally, half of 12 is 6, means angle K become 30 degree. We can use this part over here because one angle is already 90, second we can find K. So writing that part over here, and the part is second. Here the value is 6 is equal to half of 12. Logically we can say that ML is equal to half of MK. Naturally angle K is 30 degree. Therefore angle K is equal to 30 degree. This is our second requirement. So I am going to give it as a part. Answer 2. As LK is equal to 30. As LK is equal to 30 degree, that is our answer 2. Now the next part. As LK is equal to 30 degree and we have already declared MLK is 90 degree. Our third and remaining angle must be 60 degree. But again we have to write it in terms of a calculation part. Means the third part is in triangle MLK, angle M plus angle L plus angle K is equal to 180 degree. means angle M plus 90 degree plus 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. Now 90 plus 30 is 120 and shifting 120 to that side. So here angle M is equal to 180 minus 120 and that become 60 degree. And this is the third part or third answer of our question. And in this way angle M becomes 60 degree. And that is also one answer. So answer 3. Means you are able to get the value of K as 30 degree over here and value of angle M as 60 degree over here. Means this is a triangle of 30, 60, 90 degree, 30, 60, 90 degree. And in this way properly you can solve the numerical. हेलो फ्रेंड्स एंड माय डियर स्टूडेंट, अगर आप हमारे वीडियोस देख रहे हो और आपको ये वीडियोस पसंद आते हो तो आप हमारे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए और नीचे दिए हुए बेल आइकन को क्लिक करना ना भूलें। साथ में अपने फ्रेंड्स और ग्रुप इसमें भी आप ये वीडियो शेयर कीजिए ताकि नॉलेज ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा बच्चों तक पहुँचे। अलग अलग टॉपिक के साथ मैं आपको मिलता रहूँगा। मैं आपका एसवी सर आगे आने वाले वीडियोज़ को बनाता रहूँगा और आप तक पहुँचाता रहूँगा। थैंक यू वेरी मच।